Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's time for me to do a review on my full thoughts on 2022. Thank you guys. Anyway guys, hey guys, it's Mike Plus Panel back again, and welcome to my full thoughts on 2022. That's right guys. Today guys, I'm going to do my full thoughts on 2022. And thank you guys for being so patient for me doing my full thoughts on 2022 guys, because I was been so busy in real life with work and all that, and crazy crap happened to me at work eventually. So anyways guys, so let's get started with the final day of 2021. So the last day of 2021 was surprisingly great. It was actually really great because the day before the last day of 2021, I managed to go to Premier Cinemas to go see Sing 2, and it was actually a really great movie. I actually really enjoyed the film, but screw Jimmy Calloway, the wolf, the villain of the movie. Screw him. I despise that villain so much. Which, believe it or not, guys, there's actually a couple of YouTubers that I know who hate Sing 2, like Nick Case 2001 hates Sing 2, and Frozen 2 Band 2004 hates Sing 2, which if you're watching this, I can handle you guys' opinion on that movie, but for my opinion, I enjoyed the film. So yeah, in December 31st of 2021 was very emotional for me because I remember I had a very happy emotional on my face, and then my mom walked in the room while I was watching the New Year's countdown, and my mom was like, "Hey honey, are you okay?" I was like, "Oh my god, this year has been so much fun." And thankfully my mom, and I did mention to everything about my mom what happened to me in 2021 of the movie theaters reopening, COVID-19 pandemic was about ready to come to an end, and I did tell everything about the good thing that did happen to me in 2021, and I did tell mom that the only biggest issue that I had with 2021 was my dad passing away and my grandfather dying from throat cancer. If you guys remember my full thoughts on 2021, you guys remember that. So anyway guys, so let's get into January, you guys. Oh yes, January of 2022. So January started out pretty great, I guess. Started out pretty great. January, nothing special happened to me during the month of January, and I do remember on the first day of January, I did check Regal Premier Cinemas on my very old phone that Matrix Resurrections was playing at 10 o'clock, and I was like, oh cool, okay, I'll go see it the next day. So I saw Matrix Resurrections in theaters, and it was actually the very first movie that I saw in theaters on a Sunday night. So it was actually pretty good. And then the rest of January came along. January was nothing too special for me because I was so busy with work and all that. And now guys, let's get into the best day of January, January 13th. AKA the day that I saw my very first Scream movie for the very first time, AKA Scream 5. And back in December of 2021, I did manage to get the 3 triple pack of Scream, the first 3 movies, but unfortunately guys, they didn't have Scream 4. I was like, it's okay, I'll watch it eventually. So I did watch the first 3 Scream movies, and then I was so excited to see Scream 5. And after seeing Scream 5 at Premier Cinemas on opening night, I loved it. It was such an amazing rated R movie. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, that movie was so awesome. It felt like the original. And throughout all the Scream movies I saw throughout my lifetime, Scream 5 is definitely hands down my favorite Scream sequel. If you guys remember my review, you guys know what I mean. So yeah, and the rest of January, nothing special happened to me in January. The only movie that I planned to go see in the month of January was Scream 5, and that was it. So anyway guys, so let's get into February. February was actually pretty great, I guess. February was actually pretty good. And I do remember that for like the full month of February, Web Rock Strikes Back hasn't made any videos. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. Why is Web Rock Strikes Back hasn't uploaded any videos for such a long time until in his full thoughts of 2022 he actually got a full job at I mean not full time, sorry guys, he actually got a job at Tim Hortons. And when I heard about that, I was so proud of him, which I did not know that Web Rock Strikes Back got a job at Tim Hortons until the end of the year when he did his full thoughts on 2020 too. And I basically did not know at that time because I thought he was busy in real life with his family and all that. That's what I know that during that time. So yeah, so anyways guys, and then the beginning of February came when I heard that Jackass Forever came in theaters. I was like, oh my god, that's the movie that my dad got me into, that we were laughing our butts off. And I did remember, and I actually did make a vlog of me honoring my father. And believe it or not guys, now when it comes to the movies of me seeing in theaters to honor my dad, I saw a few movies in theaters to honor my father. And that was No Time to Die, Spider-Man No Way Home, because my dad was the one who got me into Spider-Man, Scream 5, and Jackass Forever. Oh, and also Avatar The Way of Water, because my dad took me to see the first movie in theaters in IMAX when I was 10 years old. So anyway guys, so I saw Jackass Forever, and it was a really funny movie. I actually really enjoyed Jackass Forever. My only biggest issue that I had with the movie is that if you guys remember my movie vlog, the projector like broke, and I was like, whoa, this had never happened to me since Sasha's party. So I went to tell the manager, and when I went back to my auditorium, we were so nervous that we had to get our refunds. But thankfully guys, the employees did fix the problem, and there was no problems with that. So I had a really good time. So and after that guys, and then on top of that guys, there was also other movie that I was planning to go see that time, except for the movie Uncharted, this was when I started going to Regal Cinemas more often. So I went to go see the movie Uncharted, and my thoughts on the movie, it was good. It was a good video game live action movie, but unfortunately guys, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was my favorite live action movie based on a video game, which we'll get into a bit guys. So hey guys, so the rest of the February, nothing special happened to me, I guess. Nothing special happened to me. I was keeping working on that, and it also snowed in my area in February, which I was actually so nervous that I was not going to be able to go see Jackass Forever and also Uncharted. But thankfully guys, it didn't snow in my area, so that's good. So hey guys, now let's get into March. March was so-so. It was Reason why March was so-so for me, because there was only one movie that I had planned to go see in theaters, and that was the Batman 2023, which as for Everything Everywhere All at Once, we'll get into that in a bit guys. So March was because I didn't have plan, because throughout the month of March I didn't have time to go see any movies in theaters. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, back in January, I did manage to pick up some of the movies I saw in 2021, which was The Suicide Squad, Free Guy, and Ron Guns Ron, which I actually love those movies. Those are great. Those are actually great movies. So yeah, so March was actually okay-ish, I guess. Which the only thing that happened to me in March is that the only thing that happened to me in March is when I went to go see the Batman, and that was actually pretty much it. And you guys, and this is actually going to shock you all guys. I remember the week after I saw Batman 2022 in theaters, one of my friends who actually drives me to work on my local city bus, believe it or not, he told me that he tried to go see Batman on opening weekend, but all tickets were sold out. And guess what? When I got to work, I logged into my tablet, and when I checked showtimes for Batman at Regal, there was a lot of tickets sold out. I was like, oh my god, I am so lucky I saw that movie, because this is going to shock to all you guys. When I saw Batman in theaters on opening night, there were only 2 people in my screening for Batman. Only 2 people. So yeah, it was actually pretty crazy. So So anyway, guys, let's get into April. April was surprisingly great. I actually really enjoyed April. Oh, I forgot to mention, Alejandro and I started doing Alejandro Dakota group chat. That was awesome. That was awesome. Like, if you guys know what we do on our group chat podcast, we talk about random stuff from our childhood. We talk about what new movies are coming out, what we're doing for our summer vacation. And I did mention to Alejandro that I was going to San Francisco, which we'll get down to a bit, guys. So anyway, so I remember for the first few weeks I was been doing nothing but Alejandro Dakota group chat, and we talked about random stuff from our childhood, and it was so much fun. And I did remember and by the way, guys, I saw Morbius in theaters on April 3rd, April 3rd, the night on April 3rd. And after I watched Morbius in theaters, at the time, guys, I was originally supposed to give that movie an 8 out of 10, but after I watched that DVD on Christmas Day, I can understand why a lot of people hate Morbius. Me looking back at that movie, I give that movie a 6 out of 10 now. That movie has to be one of the most underrated Marvel movies I ever seen in my life. Which I see more better Marvel movies than Morbius, like for example, like Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. I know a lot of people hate that movie, but in my opinion, I thought the movie was okay. I thought it was a fun movie. Not the best Spider-Man movie, but it was okay. Spider-Man Homecoming and also Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I'm so excited to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse this summer, you guys. So anyways, and then the week after I did Alejandro Dakota group chat, I did announce to Alejandro that I'm going to go see Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on opening night. And he said, okay, go have fun. And after I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in theaters, I loved it. It was such an awesome movie, especially that song, Stars in the Sky, going for it. I'm on a road to the stars in the sky, babe, I'm home in the city. I'm on a road to the stars in the sky, babe, I'm home. Say tonight I'm home. Say tonight I get it, take my hand and come on. Come on, catch a ride with me, this is my heaven, baby. Like, ever since I listened to that song, I couldn't get that song out of my head. And believe it or not, this is actually hands down one of the best songs I ever listened to in 2022. And yeah, guys, I listened to that song like non-stop. It's so catchy. So yeah, and speaking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2 vlog, thank you guys so much for 13,000 views for my Shadow reaction video, which I cannot believe that video went viral over the weeks. When I actually freaked out when I saw Shadow. And yes, guys, I'm so excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I think Sonic the Hedgehog 3 comes out in 2024 or 2025. I don't know. I had to double check, guys. So anyways, guys, and then April 21st came along, which I actually saw Bad Guys in theaters, and I was so nervous. And Alejandro, and when I was doing the Alejandro Dakota group chat, Alejandro was like, Dakota, are you okay? And I was like, I don't want this movie to suck like it did with crappy Boss Baby 2 and Spirit Untamed. And then Alejandro said, don't worry, trust me, it's going to be an awesome movie. Trust me, I heard a lot of great things about it. You will love it. And I was like, thanks, Alejandro. And I was like, okay, good luck. And then I actually did a vlog. And after I saw Bad Guys in theaters, I was like, that was awesome! DreamWorks, you saved the company! Woo! And yeah, I actually really loved the Bad Guys. It was such an awesome movie, especially on that song, when the scene when Piranha saying the song, we're gonna be good tonight. We're the good guys. Which I couldn't get that song in my head. Which believe it or not, when that song was playing at the theaters, I was actually dancing to the song. Even I did the robotics dance for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And guess what? Everyone was looking at me, and guess what? Everyone just cracked up laughing on that part. No joke. No joke. When Good Tonight was playing, I was doing the robotics dance for Sonic the Hedgehog, and there were like 15 people on the screening for the opening night of Bad Guys, and guess what? Everyone looked at me, and they just cracked up laughing. It was so funny. So yeah, so anyway, guys, and then May came along, and May was alright, I guess. It was okay, nothing too special happened to me. And I forgot to mention, guys, back in April, you guys, I did manage to start bowling again. That's right, I started bowling again for Special Olympics. Ever since after the COVID-19 pandemic. So hope you guys understand that. So May was okay. I guess May was alright because the only two movies that I planned to go see in May was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and the Bob's Burgers movie, which I did not see Bob's Burgers movie until June. And my thoughts on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it was a good movie, but during the final battle scene, I was disappointed. You guys, I was disappointed during the climax because the way how WandaVision, because spoiler warnings, you guys haven't seen Doctor Strange 2 yet, because during the final battle scene, WandaVision turned into like this some kind of rock thing and he dies, which I was so confusing at that part. I was so confusing. Sorry about that, you guys. A friend just walked into the break room and tried to talk to me. Sorry about that, guys. Back what I'm saying, guys. So anyway, guys, so my thoughts on the climax for Doctor Strange, I was disappointed, guys. It was like the weakest climax I ever saw. Even the post-credit scene, it was dumb. I did not like the post-credit scene, which after the post-credit scene was over, everyone in the auditorium looked at each other and were like, okay, that was like the dumbest post-credit scene ever. So everyone just said, I agree. So yeah, and I did try to go see Bob's Burgers movie on opening night, but unfortunately, guys, my mom was so busy with work and all that. So yeah, all right, guys, let's get into June, the month that tragedy struck. Back in the beginning of June, guys, I remember when I got home from work and all that, my mom made a special announcement, a shocking announcement that she broke her tibia bone, and I was like, whoa, what's gonna happen? And they like we were in a panic, you guys. We were shocked, we were scared, and my mom made a shocking announcement that she has to cancel our summer vacation trip to San Francisco, California, which I was so disappointed, guys. I was really sad, especially my brother, because my brother was way more disappointed than me because on his birthday, guys, we were originally supposed to go we were supposed to go to this amazing hotel place called Great Wolf Lodge. So yeah, and due to mom breaking her tibia bone, you guys, we had to cancel our vacation trip. And I remember on the night when my mom broke her tibia bone, I couldn't even sleep, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to the movie theaters to go see Bob's Burgers movie to get that out of my head. And I saw Bob's Burgers movie, and it was actually a really great film. I actually enjoyed it, especially Lover Rocks, because he really loves the Bob's Burgers movie. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. I pushed the wrong button. Back what I was saying, guys. So yeah, after I saw Bob's Burgers, so thank you guys, I used Power Director. Back what I was saying, guys. So after I saw Bob's Burgers movie, the week after that, I did manage to go see the opening night showing for Jurassic World Dominion, because I pre-ordered my tickets for that movie like 1 month in advance. So that was actually the reason why. So I saw Jurassic World Dominion, and I said to myself, okay, that was a great film, but I'm so excited to see Lightyear. But what happened is, guys, is that my mom came home on the day that Lightyear came out. I was so scared that I wasn't able to see Lightyear in theater, because I took care of my mom for 2 weeks. And let me tell you guys, my 2 weeks of me taking care of my mom was freaking stressful, guys. It was a pain in the butt. It was a pain in the anus. Because believe it or not, guys, because like every time my mom has to wake up and go to the bathroom, we had to like make sure that mom doesn't fall, and she had to like hop up one foot into a wheelchair, and then we had to take her take her in the bathroom, and she has to like stand on a wheelchair, hop in it, and she has to get to like this special seat thing for elderly people, and like it was a pain in the butt. And believe it or not, guys, when I was sleeping, my mom told me to keep my bedroom open and told mom call me so that way we can help mom go to the bathroom, which it was a pain in the butt, you guys. It was a pain in the butt. And so yeah, and I remember that I was so scared to death that I text Weapon Rocks right back and all 100 the special announcement that I can't see Lightyear in theaters due to taking care of my mom, which I was so scared to death that I was not gonna go see that movie in theaters. So what happened is, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. My girl saying, guys. So yeah, and after that, guys, and then after. So after that, like me taking care of my mom was so freaking stressful. And I remember on the week before mom went back to the hospital at the end of May, you guys. My mom made a special announcement that we had to write stuff for our Christmas list, and I was like, wait a minute, Christmas is way too early. And then my mom was like, listen, you two, I am sick and tired of being sitting on the couch. So what I want you guys to do, I want you to write down what stuff you want for Christmas. And my mom told me to write down the stuff that I want for my birthday and my Christmas stuff, which we'll get into in a minute, guys, at the end of December and also October. So anyways, guys, so I did write down stuff for Christmas and all that, and throughout the past like weeks, mom has been receiving nothing but packages from Amazon, which it was actually really crazy, guys. It was really crazy. So yeah, and then anyways, guys, now let's get to June 30th. The day that I risked my life to go see Lightyear. Because believe it or not, guys, I remember that on the date on June 20. Oh, I forgot to mention my brother's birthday. My brother's birthday was actually pretty decent. It was actually pretty good because we were originally supposed to go out to dinner, but due to my mom breaking her tibia bone, and since her leg was in really bad pain and really bad shape, my mom told my brother what he wanted for dinner for his birthday, and then my brother chose KFC. So we have KFC for dinner. Which I had some chicken legs, I had some chicken thighs, I had mashed potatoes, which I love KFC's mashed potatoes. KFC's mashed potatoes are so delicious, and also I had their corn. Even I had some fruit punch as well. So yeah, Dylan's birthday was kind of good, even though it was a little disappointing that we had to do a plan B. But my thoughts on it, we actually have KFC. And if you're wondering where my mom got the KFC from, my mom ordered from DoorDash. If you guys are wondering, if you know what DoorDash is, it's an app that you can have deliver food to your house, kind of like Grubhub and Uber Eats. So hope you guys understand that. So anyway, guys, now let's get into the day that I saw Lightyear. I remember the morning my mom made a special announcement that she was going to the hospital to have surgery on her leg to get the rods out of her leg. And I said to mom, do you have to stay at the hospital overnight? And then my mom said she doesn't even know yet. So what I actually did, I pretended nothing happened. I got ready for work. I went to work, did all 100 Dakota group chat, and I was like, oh, I forgot to mention in June, I remember that the day that I was originally supposed to go to San Francisco, all 100 felt really bad for me, and all 100 said, hey Dakota, I got some great news. You want to do? I'm actually going on a holiday to Disneyland Paris. So I was wondering if you want to do all 100 Dakota group chat at Disneyland Paris, like we can ride rides together. And I was like, oh my god, this should be good. And my thoughts on that episode, when we did that episode, hands down one of the best all 100 Dakota group episodes I ever had. Especially we did the one at Warner Bros. Theme Park, right? We did the one in May during the summer, and we did it for Christmas as well, which we'll get into in a bit, guys. So I remember when I got home, when I said bye to Alejandro, because it was on the day when he went to the airport to fly back to his country in Spain, which I remember when I got back home, I was so nervous, and I said to myself, I walked very slowly to my front door, and I was like, and I took small breaths, so I was like, okay, here we go. I walked very slowly in the house, and I said, "Hi, baby, I'm home. Is mom home? Do you know where she is?" And then my Mimi made a special announcement that mom's going to be at the hospital for the full entire weekend to recover from the surgery. And I was like, okay. And then I walked to my room, and I was like, and I covered my mouth, and I was like, oh my God, the which I was so excited, which, believe it or not, I didn't do a single thing. Like, once I got into my bedroom, I was running fast around my bedroom like Dash from The Incredibles, which I got my backpack, I was like, okay, backpack, my cell phone to call my Uber, my drink, my water, my snacks, all that. So, boom, I'm set. So, and then a few hours passed by. I always been nothing like doing my chores and all that, etc. Which, thankfully, guys, I got all my stuff prepared for the night. And then, after that, at 8 o'clock, I actually called my mom, which she was in the hospital, and then I told my mom good night, and I was like, okay, you have a good night. And then my mom said, okay, you have a good night, sweetie, I'll be home soon. And I was like, okay, mom, I love you. And then and believe it or not, I actually called my Uber, which, believe it or not, and also on top of that, guys, what a big huge coincidence that when I called my Uber, my Uber ride was actually 5 minutes away from my location, so yeah. And then I ride to the movie theater like very early, which I actually ride to the movie like very early, like 1 hour before my showing starts, because my showing started at 9:45. And once I got my ticket, I was like, oh, perfect, I got an hour before my movie starts. I said to myself, do I want to go to Walmart? You know what, I'll go to Walmart for an hour. So what I actually did, guys, I actually walked to my local Walmart, which my local Walmart was actually across the street from my movie theater, if you guys remember my Lightyear vlog. And then what I actually did, guys, I actually bought two stuff from Walmart. I actually bought a Lightyear book, How to Be the Space Ranger, and I got The Bad Guys on Blu-ray. So yeah, and then I actually made my vlog, and if you guys see my vlog, it was like one of the best nights I ever had. And after I saw Lightyear, I was like, oh my God, I probably saw Lightyear in theaters. So yeah, and my thoughts on Lightyear, I loved it. It's definitely hands down my favorite animated movie of 2022. When it comes to animated movies of 2022, a lot of people say that Puss in Boots: Last Wish or Bad Guys or the Netflix Pinocchio movie, which I never saw Netflix Pinocchio, but I heard it's really good. I heard it's really amazing. So, but to tell you that's the truth, guys, Lightyear is actually my favorite anime movie of 2022. My only biggest complaint I had with the movie, you guys, is because the movie was a box office flop due to Jurassic World Dominion and Top Gun Maverick coming out in theaters, which we'll get into in a minute on Top Gun Maverick. And then once I got home, you guys, I was like, oh my God, that was the best night I ever had. And the next day, I told Alejandro that I saw Lightyear in theaters, and he was so proud of me, guys. He was so proud of me. So, alright, guys, now let's get into July. July was nothing too special, really. I was taking care of my mom, and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be boring as this is gonna be hell. So anyways, guys, and then I remember that on July 3rd, one of my neighbors who lives like right behind where my house is made a special announcement that he wanted to invite us to their 4th of July party, and we did accept, and on top of that, guys, I had such a blast, you guys. I had such a blast. I have dinner there as well, which I have some ribs, I have some crackers, I have salami, I have some different snacks, I have some crispy treats, and then even I got a drink. Oh, I forgot to mention though, so even one of the neighbors was pointing out some cups, and then guess what, guys? I actually found a Paw Patrol cup there, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be good. And thankfully, guys, I did tell his kids, because the Paw Patrol cup belonged to his kids, so I asked his kids that it's okay I could borrow their Paw Patrol cup, and I was like, sure thing. And no, guys, it wasn't a sippy cup. That'll be embarrassing. It was just like a regular plastic cup, you guys. So I hope you guys understand that. So anyways, guys, so anyway, guys, so I had a fun time at the 4th of July party. It was actually really good. And once I got really tired, I was actually playing with one of the kids, and the kids showed me one of their Paw Patrol books, and believe it or not, guys, I actually read the Paw Patrol story to them. Which, if you wonder what story I read to them, I read the story of Marshall to the Rescue, the Rumble and the Genie book, and I did read the Sea Patrol books, which, believe it or not, some of the Paw Patrol books that they had was actually the same books that I have. So yeah, so I had a fun time. So the rest of July was nothing too special, really. I was taking care of my mom during that time, and July was actually nothing too special, really. It was nothing too special. So anyway, guys, now let's get into August. August was a really good month. I actually really enjoyed August. August was pretty good, and I do remember that half of August was disappointing, and I actually said to myself, you know what, that's it, I can't take this anymore. I want to do something. I'm going out to do something fun. So what I actually did, guys, was in the middle of August, I did manage to finally go back to Regal Cinemas to go see DC Super Pets in theaters, and I had a fun time with it, and I was the only person seeing DC Super Pets. I had a really fun time. Seeing DC Super Pets. And if you guys are wondering why I have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder in theaters, because I was taking care of my mom during that time. So that was the reason why I didn't have the chance to see that movie in theaters. But thankfully, guys, I did watch that movie on Disney Plus. And my thoughts on Disney. And my thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder, I kind of liked it, but it wasn't as amazing as Thor: Ragnarok, you guys. It wasn't as amazing as the first movie and Thor: Ragnarok. I thought Thor: Love and Thunder was okay-ish, I guess. The only part that really disappointed me in the film is that the Guardians of the Galaxy were only in one scene, which I was really disappointed on that scene. I was really disappointed. But thankfully, guys, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which we'll get to that, guys. So yeah, guys, so I saw DC Super Pets, and then the week after that, I went back to the movie theaters again to go see Minions: The Rise of Gru, and I had a fun time seeing Minions: The Rise of Gru, especially Alejandro 100, because that's actually his favorite anime movie of last year compared to The Bad Guys. So yeah, and I did saw Elvis in theaters, and that was actually really great. And that was actually a really great film. And anyway, guys, now let's get into September, guys. September was actually pretty great. And the only movie there that I have planned to go see in September, you guys, was Top Gun Maverick, because a lot of people actually recommend me that movie. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, guys, in August, you guys, before I saw Top Gun Maverick, my good YouTube friends, Frozen 2 Fan 2004, Movie Dude, and Dill Crew, they all recommend me to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I was like, wait a minute, is that movie that came out in March? And I was like, and they all said, yeah, it is. So I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I saw it in theaters during the re-release of that movie, and after I watched that movie, I loved it, you guys. It was such a funny movie, especially the Ratatouille scene. That scene was so funny, which, believe it or not, guys, this isn't a joke. There were 10 people in my screening for the re-release of Everything Everywhere All at Once, that after I saw that, so when the scene when the lady said, "What's that movie with the raccoon on the guy with on his head that makes good food?" Ratatouille. And then the guys goes like, "You mean Ratatouille?" And then the lady goes like, "No, Ratatouille." And guess what, guys? All the 10 people in my screening laughed their butts off. And believe it or not, I was the one who was laughing the hardest. It was so funny. And believe it or not, guys, and this is a joke. After the movie was over, the person who actually sat right behind my row, he said that was better than I expected. And I looked back at him and I said, I know, right? This was an awesome movie. So yeah, I had a really fun time watching this movie, and I did stay there for the bonus content after the movie, which I didn't watch the full bonus content because all the bonus content was actually found on the Blu-ray. So that was actually the reason why I didn't watch the full bonus content. I always saw the bloopers of the movie, but I didn't watch the full content because reason why I'm saying that, guy, because I had to work the next day, and I actually put my Uber ride back home when the credits started rolling, so that was actually the reason why. So yeah, and anyway, guys, now let's get into September. September was surprisingly great, and believe it or not, guys, my mom had some amazing news that she was actually going to start walking again. I was like, oh my god, thank goodness, thank the Lord. Which my only basic issue that I have, you guys, as of 2023, guys, my mom can still walk, but unfortunately, guys, it's actually hard for her to keep her balance because when she broke her tibia bone, she actually I think she like fractured a muscle in her leg to help her keep her balance. for her to walk in. So like every time when like my mom picks me up from work when I have like the night shift, like once we got home, I had to hold like my mom's arm to prevent her to not fall. So yeah, but the good thing is, guys, and I got some real bad news to say this, guys. Just recently, my mom actually visited the doctor back in January of last month, and the doctors told her that since she broke her tibia bone very badly, even though that she can walk again, she's not going to be fully recovered for the next 2 to 3 years, you guys. So my mom won't be fully recovered until like 2024, 2025, or 2026. So yeah, it's going to be an awful long time, you guys. But I would say this, guys, I'm actually really happy that my mom can fully walk again. Even though it's hard for her to keep her balance, at least the good thing is, at least I'm happy that she's walking again. So thank goodness for that. So and then September came along, and I actually got my brand new bed. That's right, I actually got a brand new mattress, you guys. So yeah, which unfortunately, guys, back in October, I accidentally hit my head on the box springs because I was trying to reach for something, and I actually put a big hole in the box springs, and I was really upset. But thankfully, my mom told me, said, "Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. I'll save your money for your paycheck, so that way you can buy a brand new box spring." I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, which I still have a new mattress. My mattress wasn't destroyed, but I accidentally hit my head on the box springs back in October, at the end of October, and I actually left a big hole in the box springs. But thankfully, guys, I don't have any back problems or anything recently, so that's good. So yeah, so September came along, and I actually got my brand new bed, but unfortunately, guys, my mom actually tried out my bed, and she fits on it properly, and she told me that she wants to sleep on my bed for a while. I was like, oh, what's going to happen now? Do I have to sleep on the couch? And then my mom said no. And my mom said, no, you can sleep in your brother's room, and your brother will sleep in my room. And I was like, okay. So yeah, for the past month, I was actually sleeping in my brother's room, and the only movie that I saw in theaters while my mom was sleeping in my bedroom, it was me seeing Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick was an awesome movie, but we'll get to the best movie of November, you guys. So yeah, and then October came along, and October was surprisingly great. October was actually really great, and my mom made an announcement that my aunt Janice, my aunt, you guys, which is not actually my real aunt. I know it's a little complicated. You guys. It's actually not my full aunt, but we normally call her my aunt because it's actually my mom's best friend, and my mom's best friend know that I'm like her cousins to them and like an aunt. I know, guys. It's a little confusing, you guys. Hope you guys understand that. I know it gets confused. It is very confusing, you guys. So anyway, guys, and then October came along, and my aunt announced to my brother that she's going to take him to the movies. And then when my Dylan made an announcement that they were going to go see Wawa and Crocodile, at first I was like, oh my god. Which, yeah, I did not like the trailer to begin. I did not like the trailer when I first saw it, but we'll get to that in a bit, guys. And then after my aunt got back home from the movies, they both said that they actually really loved it. They thought it was actually really cute. And I looked at the ratings for Rotten Tomatoes, and I was like, and they had good reviews. So I was like, oh my god, is that movie really that good? So yeah, and I looked at, and I talked to my aunt, and I was like, listen, auntie, I will go see Wawa Crocodile pretty soon. I heard it's really good. So basically, and then October 16th came along. My aunt told me to go see Halloween Ends, which I kind of liked it, but I kind of liked it. It was good, but my only negative that I had with the movie, Michael Myers was not in the movie that much, you guys. Michael Myers was not in the movie that much. Which, it was a good film, which, to tell you that is the truth, I would go watch Halloween Ends over Halloween 3 any day. So, yeah. And then October 22nd came along, and it was actually my birthday. That's right, it was my birthday. And my thoughts on my 23rd birthday, it was amazing, you guys. It was such an amazing birthday. Which the stuff that I got for my birthday, I got Spider-Man No Way Home on DVD. I got The Hunchback of Notre Dame on DVD. And on top of that, guys, and one of my old friends my old friend from work, which she actually left the day before my birthday, she also got me some DVDs as well. She got me Minions of Rise of the Gru, Crypto the Superdog, the complete series, Paranorman, Coraline, Hocus Pocus on DVD, so that was actually pretty good. And I also got some clothes as well, which I actually got a monster shirt from the Universal Classic Monster Movie shirts, which I got that for my Mimi. And I also got some socks. Get it, socks. I got the socks some socks of the character socks from the movie Lightyear, because my mom knows of how much that I love socks. And I also got a socks t-shirt as well, and for my early and also, I forgot to mention, and then for my early birthday present for my aunt, I got Lightyear on DVD and Avatar, and the first Avatar movie, because my aunt knows that I want the first Avatar movie because of Avatar: The Way of Water coming out. So yeah, and I also got a socks t-shirt as well, and I also got some birthday money as well, so that was awesome. And on my birthday, and for my morning, and believe it or not, guys, and also on my birthday, this is going to shock to all you guys, on my birthday, guys, I checked Cartoon Network, and guess what they played? My favorite Scooby-Doo movie, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. No joke, they actually played Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase on my actual birthday, and I actually watched it. It was actually really good. And not only that, guys, and also we actually went to Main Event, the arcade place, for my birthday, and I had a wonderful time. I had a blast, you guys. So yeah, and then November, and then after that, once at the end of October came along, my mom made an announcement that I could actually have my bedroom back again, and I actually slept in my bed, and it was so comfy, you guys. It was so comfy. So yeah, and October 31st came along, Halloween. Halloween was good, but unfortunately, guys, I did not wear my Ghostface costume to work, because my mom was actually so worried that my Ghostface costume might scare some of the residents at my job. So, baby guys, I did understand, but baby guys, I did wear my Ghostface costume when I was handing out candy. So yeah, but maybe next year I will wear my Ghostface costume full entirely, you guys. So anyways, guys, so let's get into November, you guys. November was surprisingly great. I actually really enjoyed November, and the best thing I have in November is that this is something amazing happened, you guys. In November, you guys, I actually signed up for a prepaid card called Rapid Pay Card. If you guys have seen my sponsor video for my Black Panther Wakanda Forever vlog, my Rapid Pay Card is actually a pay card that I get from work, and on the day when I get paid, the money that I earn from my job will go directly straight from my Rapid Pay Card. And my friend who does the payroll thing, she told me that I can use the pay card for anything. I can use it for Walmart.com, and best of all, she told me that I can use my Rapid Pay Card for my Uber ride in the movie theater. So I was like, oh, this should be good. My own money in my pocket, baby. So yeah, so the first movie I saw with my Rapid Pay Card was Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and after I watched Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I loved it. It's definitely hands down one of the best live action movies ever. And if you see my Black Panther Wakanda Forever vlog, I actually broke down tears of joy of how amazing the movie was, and what a big huge tribute to Chadwick Boseman. So yeah, and then the other movie that I saw in November, I saw Wild Wild Crocodile in theaters. And I did saw Black Adam in theaters, and on top of that, guys, and also just the day after I saw Black Panther in theaters, I wasn't even feeling well, feeling well, and I actually got sick, you guys. So, and then not only that, guys, which I was actually really sick, that my mom was supposed to take me and my family to go see the River of Lights at the local zoo. And since I was so sick, my mom made an announcement to stay home, and I was like, oh my god. Which, anyway, guys, when I was sick, you guys, what I actually did when I was sick, you guys, I actually watched some YouTube videos, and I also watched and also I watched other YouTubers, like I watched like Dashy Games, I watched Level Rise Right Back, I watched Frozen 2 2004's movie vlogs, and so yeah, and after that I actually got better in a couple of days. So yeah, and then in December, you guys, I went back to the movie theaters, which I saw Black Adam, which I forgot to mention. I saw Black Adam in December, you guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, guys. Oh, and also I forgot to talk about that, guys. I didn't. Sorry about that, you guys. Back on saying, guys. So yeah, so after I saw and believe it or not, guys, and in November, you guys, I saw Lala Crocodile, and my thoughts on the movie, it really surprised me. I actually enjoyed the movie, especially the song like "Take a Look at Us Now, Take a Look at Us Now," and also "It's on Top of the World Tonight." That was such a great song. So yeah, Lala Crocodile, I had a fun time with this movie, but most of my subscribers actually hate Lala Crocodile, which I can handle their opinion on that movie. So yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. I hit the wrong button again. Thank you, I got a new power director. So back to what I was saying, guys. So yeah, so after that, guys, I actually felt better. And then in December, you guys, my family took me to go see Avatar: The Way of Water in 3D, which I actually had a fun time with that movie. And then in December, you guys, the last movie that I saw in theaters was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And after I saw Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, I actually loved the movie, but however, guys, I actually love the bad guys even more. And then anyway, guys, now let's get into Christmas. Christmas was amazing. It was so amazing, you guys, which this is going to shock to all you guys. I actually got every single item that I wanted on my Christmas list, even my birthday list as well. So I had a wonderful Christmas. You guys, I actually got a lot of DVDs, I got some clothes, I got some random stuff, I got some gift cards, I got some candy, etc. And if you wonder what gift card I got, I actually got a $25 gift card to my favorite Chinese fast food restaurant, Panda Express. So yeah, guys, and believe it or not, guys, and this is something amazing to have, you guys. I actually got 2 unexpected clothes that I did not ask for on my list. Which the first clothes I got was a Spider-Man No Way Home t-shirt. And last but not least, guys, this is something amazing happening, guys. You ready for this, guys? My mom got me a Scooby-Doo t-shirt. That's right, my mom actually got me a Scooby-Doo t-shirt. And believe it or not, guys, after I got that Scooby-Doo t-shirt for Christmas, you guys, that actually made me to start buying some Scooby-Doo DVDs, which, if you guys have seen my DVD updates for 2023, I actually got a lot of Scooby-Doo DVDs recently, which I will explain that 2023. And New Year's came along, and my New Year's Day, it was actually really great. I actually really enjoyed it. And also, I forgot to mention, in November, in October, and back in November, you guys, I actually got a brand new cell phone, which there was actually something wrong with my brand new phone, which I did think about. And thankfully, guys, I actually got my new cell phone fixed, you guys. And the good news, guys, and just recently last week, I actually got myself a brand new tablet, because the old tablet that I actually had, the same tablet where I watch movies on, which it was a portable DVD player and a tablet. Unfortunately, guys, the app that I'm using, Edge Recorder, it won't allow on my old tablet. So thankfully, guys, I actually got a new tablet recently last Friday it cost $50. So yeah, it was really good. And as for New Year's, guys, it was a great New Year's. I actually enjoyed New Year's. So all that, guys, 2022 was a really great year. But my only biggest complaint, you guys, is that my mom broke her tibia bone and we had to cancel our vacation. But thankfully, guys, my mom is actually planning to reschedule our vacation in San Francisco. So don't worry, guys. So, all that, guys. So, my final rate for 2022, it was so close to get the seal of approval. It was so close. So, my final rate for 2022, I had to give this year an 8.5 out of 10. It was a great year, but my only biggest issue I have is my mom broke her tibia bone. And if you guys wonder how my mom is doing fully great, guys. She is walking now, but I have to help her sometimes because it's hard for her to keep her balance, you guys, because like I said, guys, according to her doctors, she told her that her leg is going to be fully recovered in the next 2 to 3 years. So yeah, it's going to be a very long time for her leg to be fully recovered. So yeah, guys. So anyway, guys, that's my full thoughts on 2022, you guys. So yeah, I finally did my full thoughts on 2022 after so long, you guys. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this here. Here, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, like and share, friends, and stay tuned for my trailer reaction to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, you guys. So thank you guys for watching, subscribe to my channel, like and share, friends. Until next time, goodbye.